Max, the series against Toronto, the Boston Celtics, I would say they really proved their mental fortitude in Game 7. Elimination game in the bubble. It's almost like, F it, I want to go home, right? You see the Celtics, neither did Toronto. They played right till the closing buzzer. But if you take the Sixers series aside, you look at the Toronto and the Celtics series, what can they take from that series, carry it over to Miami, and help them to get past the Miami Heat? And then on the flip side, what do you want to see them do differently or do better that they didn't do against Toronto?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, and I think is they come together as twins, and that's not take their foot off the gas. If the Celtics put their foot on the gas and maintain focus, they win games handily. But when they get off the gas and they get a little lax and they start making plays and throwing the ball behind your back and, lottie-dottie out there, they take the foot off the gas and the opposition gets back in. That series should have essentially been over. Celtics should have been up 3-0. Kemba made a great play to Tice, should have been the winning basket. And then Toronto just found a way. They had the heart of a champion. They willed themselves back in that. Celtics, again, were clearly the best team, but the best team almost got beat. And the guy who makes the most amazing play is Marcus Smart. He had words going back and forth with all these different people, and Marcus makes this incredible block to essentially save the game.
Is that the play of his career?
No. Marcus has had so many great defensive plays that you look at. You can think about him taking the charge against Harden. You can think about him, the 5 threes that he hit, against Toronto. Marcus is just he's a highlight guy waiting to happen. And, that was just a huge block. And we've seen him make blocks on centers like that before. But this time, a great block as,
at the right time.
Yeah, at the right time, trying to come. And clearly you could see Toronto's bench. They jumped up. They were like, he didn't.
Oh, it was so clean.
It was just a great block.
What about the free throw shooting?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can't leave points on the table. You can't do that. Brown, Tatum, and I want to see Kemba. And this is what I want to see. Kemba be Kemba for the complete series. What we saw Kemba for probably about 3 games being Kemba Walker, or being aggressive, looking for
early in the series, right?
Early in the series, Kemba was aggressive, looking for a shot. And then, I don't know if it was,
injury.
His knee was sore, but he did not explode coming off those pick and rolls looking for the jump shot the way he had early in that series, or, even in the series before. So I look for him with maybe 3 or 4 days rest, treatment, for him to be as explosive coming off, because he'll need it. They have some tricky guys over there. Dragic is tricky. Just tricky. He's a veteran guy, left-handed, can score the basketball. They have 5, 6 guys, maybe 7 guys can get them double figures almost on any given night. And, think of Hero shooting the 3, Roberts shooting the 3, Robinson shooting the 3. Those are guys who can put the ball in the hole. So you're going to have to be aware. And very much, I'm telling you, this game seems so much like, two identical twins playing against each other. And what they're able to do. The Celtics want to shoot the 3s. Miami wants to shoot the 3s. Miami wants to defend. The Celtics want to defend. Great point guards, great players all over. And who's going to impose their will? Is it going to be Tatum imposing his will out there? And Jaylen Brown, to me, was probably the most consistent Celtic of them all. But will it be, Brown and Tatum against the Butler? And that is the matchup that really fascinates me. What the Butler is going to do out there, because he just takes on a nasty, evil personality, and I absolutely
love that.
Love it.
Love that. Is it a rare breed in the NBA today where you see that nasty?
Well, you got one on the other side, Marcus Smart.
I know that. I
So
know that.
there are a couple of guys in the league right now who have that with them, who are a little nasty, you look, as they say, a little crazy out there. You never know. Patrick Beverly's another guy, Westbrook, another guy now that he's home. And wasn't it fascinating to see in the Houston Lakers series? Yeah. All of a sudden, Westbrook was screaming at somebody from the sideline, and that was Rajon Rondo's brother who was heckling. So that was just adds on more fuel. But there are a handful of those guys like that. They're not many, but there's a handful.
I think it's safe to assume it'll be the Lakers or the Clippers coming out of the West. Is it safe to assume?
I don't know if it's safe to assume that. Denver has played well. I hope it's the Clippers because I think the Clippers would give the Lakers a lot more problems because of Kawhi, because of Paul George, because of but Denver, the way they're playing right now, and the Clippers seem to be choking a little bit on the egg. Doc Rivers better get his troops together and give one of those Doc Rivers speeches.
He's good at those, though. He's pretty good at those. So if Boston's going to face either, you'd rather see them your rival, the Los Angeles Lakers. First, we got to get by. They got to get.
That's right. Let's not move too far.
Stay in your lane.
Miami's dangerous. Miami, the way they're playing right now, they're a very dangerous basketball club. So if you try to look ahead and get your crystal ball out and who we might be playing next, you might be home if you think that way versus Miami because, everybody was saying for a while that Toronto was the hottest team in the bubble. Well, the hottest team in the bubble is Miami, the way they're playing.
Yep. Well, I think on that note, Max.
I love when you give that. No, that when you end it like that, yep.
I got that from you.
I love
You're the king of that. That's listening to the Sports Hub. You calling games. Sean Grandy said, yep.
Not when Sean asked me about.
No, I got that.
Not when
you were playing, Max.
Not when he asked me about John Havlicek that time.
No. On that note, he's Cedric Maxwell. I'm Nick Gelso. Follow him on Twitter at Cedric Maxwell81. I'm at CLNS_Nick. And tune in after every game in the bubble. We're out of here.